Happy Friday. It's Friday, right? Maybe we should close the sensitive information on my screen behind me. Happy Friday. Very excited to be here because we have important stuff to talk about, sort of, and give stuff away also. So, first of all, Max, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Honestly, truly can't do this without you. So, that's really helpful. And maybe let's get the thing up here so I can actually see the comments and stuff. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, it was pretty crunchy and it was delicious. And it tasted like vinegar, which is my favorite thing. Got the hand cream in the background here for the jokes and a lava lamp. Okay. What's up, guys? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away some tickets to the Toronto Reptile Expo if you'd like to go. It's going to be a super fun time. Really excited about it. Also, we're going to talk about yesterday's video because holy cow, did that do damage to the channel. I think it was good for the community, honestly, but I think that it did a lot of damage to the channel because I think people make assumptions based on titles and don't actually watch videos, but that's fine. I would appreciate if you will hit the like button right now because there's 150 of you here and there's only 52 thumbs up. So if you would do that, that'd be freaking awesome. I'd really appreciate you. It really helps spread this, and then more people can see it, and more people will give opportunity to win tickets. And also, we can talk about breeding projects because I always consider myself like a hobby breeder, right? Like I don't really do a whole bunch of breeding, but then I wrote down all the species to talk about, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 species. Well, yeah, 10 species that I'm breeding this year. So there's gonna be a lot of breeding, and I just hired somebody to help me out. So we're really gonna be ramping things up, and I'm really excited about that. So thank you guys so much for hitting the like button. You guys are freaking awesome. So yeah, caught the live. The dogs are going crazy. Also, someone said that I had a lisp in the live stream on Instagram. Is that a thing? Do I sound like I'm kind of stuffed up, but that's pretty normal for me, right? Because I'm allergic to dogs and still have 3 because I'm a crazy person. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all the. Dan the Tournament, what's up, buddy? Wiki chicky. So Dan's actually going to be at the Reptile Expo. So the expo this time is a plant expo and a reptile expo. I'm really excited. So we're going to have a creators corner. I'm not doing a meet and greet. It just doesn't make sense. I always am around anyway. So if you want to come and meet me, I'm around. And I might go visit my friends at the creator corner, but I don't have like a set time I'm going to be in a set place. It just doesn't really make sense for me to do that. But if you want to meet like Dan or Emmeline Sampson or Annalise from All Canadian Reptile Girl or Daffy, Fatty from Daffy's Reptiles, or Kayla's Critters, then they'll all be there too. So there's going to be a lot of creators at this expo. It's going to be very much like one of the US expos where there's a whole bunch of creators. I think that's what's missing from Canada. And I think the Canadian expo, the guy who runs it, is really catching on. And he's doing a really great job. So I'm excited about it. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Please hit the like button if you can. We'll give away some tickets in a second here. Yeah. Slightly congested sounding. Yeah, but that's pretty normal. Oh, and we always do a charity. So if you send a super chat, 10%, let's pick one. Let's pick a charity. You just want to do US Arc again? Yeah. April Fools is coming up, my friend. I don't get it. Hey, Adam, you can buy one of your baby ball pythons. Well, if I had any to sell, then you could buy them. But I did have a huge clutch of berms, by the way. They might be berm balls. I'm not sure because I put Pikachu in with Lightning, and then I put Anyway, you have your about. I don't know what that means. Anyway, we're gonna give away some tickets to this expo. That was a pretty good spam. Whoever did that, that was pretty good. Trolls, spammer, stop spamming. Yeah, thanks. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate it. I haven't said anything yet. So yesterday we did a video about spider ball pythons, and holy cow, did that not go well. Now listen, I always have these nuanced approaches. I don't take my opinion from someone else's YouTube video. But I think that most people do. And I know this is going to stir some crap up, but at the end of the day, I think that once, Jonathan, $10, do you ever come to Daytona? Thank you so much, Jonathan. I don't really have any plans to go to Florida anytime soon. I mean, in September for the thing, But I don't know, maybe. But Daytona isn't the same weekend or the weekend before. So I don't know. We'll see. But maybe in September. We'll see. Yeah, they might be albino burn balls, by the way. Oh, yeah. Where are we given 10% of this money to? You guys want to do US ARC again? Or I don't know. How about 10%? How about this? So US ARC is doing Nerd is doing a GoFundMe so that they can go to South Africa. So 10% of all earnings goes to the Nerd Go See Dingo Fund, and then 90% goes to get me a new chair because my back really hurts and I need a new chair. $5 from Dinger. I still enjoy your videos. I just heavily disagree with the points in the spider video. Okay, so this is a well-adjusted human. First of all, thanks for the $5. This is the appropriate way. I saw some comments. Hey, I've been a fan of your videos for 4 years. So you've watched 400 videos, but now you had some nuanced opinions about spider ball pythons that I really, really don't like. And therefore, I'm unsubscribing to your channel and I'm never going to take your advice again. Okay, so I'm no longer knowledgeable on leopard geckos or whatever, bearded dragon, because you don't like my opinion about spider ball pythons. And this was my issue with these comments. I just think that you're a little bit of a silly goose. I think that it's a little bit like if I whispered in your ear, I might hear it echo back. People who, you know what I mean? So, where's Fadi? I don't know how to do joint things on YouTube. So, Fadi's not going to be here for this. But yeah, I would like to be able to do one like that, but I don't know how. I'm stupid. I have mixed feelings. So, so if you didn't watch the video yesterday, please do. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel. But to wrap it up, my opinion on spider ball pythons is this. There's new evidence that says it's not a neurological disorder, okay? So that means that it's not a brain issue. It's an issue with the skeletal structure of their head and their ear canal. So you know how like you spin around, like you spin around a bunch of times and you get dizzy? It's like that because your inner ear is moving around, right? Your inner ear helps you stabilize your balance. Same thing with spider ball pythons, which means that it is possible that that is a genetic thing, which means that it could be bred out. So this whole thing about you can't breed out the wobble in spider ball pythons might not be true, might not be true. I don't know. And that's what I said in the video is I am not an expert. I am not a scientist. I am not Clint. I am not Kevin. So my opinion is I don't breed them, but I'm not going to like start to, put my, people who breed them are bad. Like I'm not going to do that either. So that is my nuanced opinion about spider ball pythons. And because I didn't come down and say, I hate people who do spider ball pythons, people literally unsubscribe to my channel. So I personally think those people just a little bit empty in their heads. But yeah, so if you disagree with my opinion, that's totally fine. We can always have disagreements. That's what humans do. We have disagreements all the time. If you hate somebody because of one opinion on one subject, I just think that you might have the same IQ as a lobster. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Jonathan T11. I have a blue-eyed Lucy that does the twist like a spider. See, and that's the thing is like people said that one of the comments I got a lot in it. One of the comments I got a lot was, well, if there's even a slight issue or a slight chance that they might have a deformity, well, guess what? Every human who has a baby has a slight chance they're going to have a deformity. Whether it's a mental or physical deformity, there's always a slight chance. And same thing with animals, right? This dude who keeps asking where Fadi is, I literally answered your question already. Please stop. So that was why I thought it was a silly goose thing, because literally every single clutch that you breed, that doesn't matter the species, reptiles, fish, humans, any other mammal, birds, there is a slight chance there's going to be a deformity. So, I mean, where do you draw the line? There are certain things like Enigma leopard geckos that I definitely would not breed. But anyway, that was the point. Did I even say thank you for the $5? Jonathan T11, thank you for the $5, by the way. 10% is going to the Get Kevin and Donnie to South Africa fund. I've given all the money to the US ARC already, so anyway. People are thick, not in a good way. And that's the thing too, is like I don't mean to say like you're idiots. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that I think that if someone has a nuanced opinion and you don't agree with the opinion and then you just boycott them, I just don't think you're that smart. That's it. That was my thing. Sherry LBW, $10. Thank you so much. I always love to see Sherry here because she's like literally been here for so freaking long. So, and everyone who's here, all 224 of you, I appreciate you so much. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. It really helps. And can we just ban this dude who keeps asking where Fadi is after I answered the question already? Yeah, it's Friday night. You could literally be doing anything else. You could be out, chasing whatever at a bar, but you're here. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Oh, and Sage is here. Thank you so much, Sage, for helping moderate the chat. Appreciate you. We live in a society that no longer allows for disagreements. That's well, I agree. I agree. Anything that people disagree about, they just automatically try to cancel you. But I don't think I was canceled. That's such a overused thing. Oh, Wickens was I saw that too. You're gonna get canceled. I'm not getting canceled. Sure, I lost some subscribers, but at the end of the day, if I lost a bunch of people who subscribe to an idea based on someone's opinion rather than doing their own research, it is what it is. Sometimes you lose people like that. Yeah. It's what is it? It's 1 a.m. in the UK. Well, thanks for being up late. Appreciate you. Wow. You're 5 hours. That's right. Well, look at this. Derek, hey mommy, hope you're keeping your jeans high and tight. Spider bite pythons are cool, but dremels are way more good. Miha. Thanks. I appreciate you. I mean, honestly, if you haven't kept a ball python, I tried out. And yeah, call you Ubis. Don't because you got a DUI, baby. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate you, D. Eric. And anyone else who is a mommy, I automatically love you even more. If you don't know what that means, that's fine too. Rick Croney, $20 Canadian. I disagree with you about something. Well, hey, I appreciate you, Rick. Thank you so much. And you're always here. You always donate to the good cause of getting other YouTubers to play or whatever I donate money to. And then the rest is going to, I say it's going to go to a chair, but it's actually going to go to a miss system so that I can not spend an hour a day missing things. But anyway, Rick, appreciate you. And this is the proper way to disagree with people, not to give them money. That's not what I mean. I just mean in general, be like, hey, I disagree with you, but a thing, let's talk about it. Rather than I disagree with you, you're dumb, grow hair, you're short, or whatever they said to me. Someone told me I was ugly yesterday because they disagreed with me, which was true but funny. Cool story, bruh. $2. I appreciate you, Adam. I appreciate you. Whatever happened to cool story, bruh? I always loved when people said that. Because I'm old. Wish you would come. Wish you would come to way further Southern Ontario. Some great places to explore. I live in Southern Ontario. Where should I go otherwise? Damn, Adam, are you one of the people who missed all your tanks by hand? No, most of my glass is on a misking system, but I've got all these PVCs, including the really big 8-foot ones. So the 8-foot ones, I've got a berm in one, and I've got a BCI in the other one. So it's pretty cool. I have an 8-foot enclosure, and I have a 7-foot BCI. So it's really cool because she has so much space. But that enclosure, for real, takes 2 gallons a day, basically, to mist. So in order to do that, I have to sit there with a sprayer for a half an hour. So still not that long. I'm exaggerating, 10 or 12 minutes. What is it like to live in a developing nation? Wait, you have to pay $1 million if you break your arm, right, Dan? That's you? Okay, just making sure. You had a guy elected who wanted to build a wall to keep people out who could fly. That's you. Okay, all right. Tell me more about my developing nation. It's funny because I actually don't even like Canada at all. It is cold here. That's why my heart is so cold for you, Dan. Love you, buddy. Cool story, bro. $2. Watching on my work break. Hey, what a great way to spend your work break, by watching some idiot scream to a camera at 8:15 at night, almost 8:15, and he pickles aggressively. Southern Ontario. Yeah, it's all right. I always have these conversations with people from the U.S. This dude from Alabama wasn't arguing with me, but he was telling me how lucky we are because here I don't know what minimum wage is now. It's $15.50 or something, and Canadian. So it's $11-12 US. Okay, that's our minimum wage for Ontario. And he was saying how lucky we are that our minimum wage is that. And then I asked him to look at our real estate prices and how much rent costs. And then I looked in his area, and there was literally a move-in ready house for $45,000. The U.S. is mind blowing to me. It's mind blowing. There's places in Alabama and Mississippi you can buy a house for like 50 grand. It's like the craziest thing. You couldn't buy a shed here for 50 grand. Like if it was on property, you couldn't buy a sidewalk square with a shed that was rotting that had a squatter in it for 50,000. Like that's anyway. Man, there's a lot of spam today. Oh, and Canadian taxes. We're literally so we pay income tax, which sometimes is like almost 50% of our income if you're in the highest tax bracket. Then we have a carbon tax on our gas because if you pay more money for gas, it fixes the environment. The funniest thing ever. And then we pay sales tax on everything, and our sales tax is like, what's our 13%? It's like the tax in Canada is ridiculous, but I don't have to pay it out of pocket when I break my arm. Anyway, no more complaining about Canada. I feel like this just devolves into that. Dude, I can't buy a tortoise for 50K. For real. All right, Wicked Wildlife, $7.99 Australian dollars. When I was a kid, I went to Australia and they had the polymer money. This was in 2004. That was 19 years ago. I went to the LCBO today. That's our liquor store in Canada. And on the screen, it has like a big thing. Do not sell below this date. Like if they're born after this date, so the year that you were born that you're legally allowed to drink in Canada is 2004. That's the year I went to Australia when I was a kid. Anyway, do you have any plans to visit Australia? Dave seems to be here every year. Surely he could claim you as a carry-on luggage. So I don't know how Dave does what he does. If I could figure out a way that these trips were paid for and I didn't have to pay out of pocket, because like some of these trips are like 5-10 grand. Like they're wildly expensive. If I could figure out a way to have them sponsored, then yes, I would travel all the time. But I would love to go to Australia again. It was one of the coolest places in the world. And yeah, it was cool. I would love to. But thank you for the $7.99 Australian dollars. The Jersey Herper. What's up, buddy? So here's a lifelong, well, not lifelong, but really long time subscriber. Appreciate you. $4.99. Well, I definitely have to buy my own mister for my chameleon. I'll send you a little to get your own so you don't have a pump 2 gallons. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Man, I love the Miss King systems. I'm not sponsored. They've never paid me $1. They don't even know who I am, but Miss King is the best. Yeah, Dan the Turtle Man. Are you going to Animal Con? Fawn Vaughn. Sick name. Are you related to Theo? $10. Recovering from my ER visit yesterday. Damn. I've watched the channel since the beginning. It's good to be able to catch a stream. Appreciate you all from ye old Kentucky. I like bourbon. Thank you so much for the $10, Fawn Vaughn. Wicked name. Rochelle B. $5. My daughter and I love watching your channel. Just want to thank you for the knowledge you and your channel provide. Well, thank you, Rochelle B. and your daughter. Appreciate you. If you ever see me at an expo, please come and say hello. I would love to give you all high fives. I don't know why this is. Anyway. Jonathan T11. Adam, why don't you have a subscription thingy on YouTube? I don't do Patreon. I guess I could. So out of curiosity, like genuine curiosity, like I'm not trying to say, oh, just go to Patreon. Why would you do a YouTube thing but not a Patreon thing? It's like as far as I understand it, you just put your credit card into either one. So why would you do one and not the other? And I'm asking because I want to understand, like, yeah, I'm just curious why. That was my thinking of why I don't have a YouTube subscription thing is because, like, if you want to subscribe and support, then you're just going to go to Patreon just as easy. But if there's a reason I don't know, I would like to know. And then I can set up a YouTube thing too. Anyway, thank you for the $5 and answering my question, maybe. You don't have to pay to answer the question. Michael Angelino, sick name. Are you part of the mafia? $2. Do you have a green tree python? I do not have a green tree python. I think they're cool, and I would love to get one. But at this point, yeah, I think Patreon takes a bigger cut. Is that true? Oh, it's easier. Huh. Okay, well, I can set it up. You should do a YouTube sub. I can pay with my Apple subscriptions. It's easier. Oh, so it's easier. Okay, then I'll set it up. No big deal. Of course. Yep, I'll set it up. You got it. Man, I'm so excited that I hired somebody to help me with my reptiles because right now it takes so much time to deal with the reptiles and do the YouTube thing. And yeah, that's so clutch that I have someone to help me. So now I'm going to have more time to do stuff like that. So I will set up a YouTube subscription thing. I'm writing it down. Here, I got to read this thing. YouTube sub thing. Chastity Frost, $5. I just wanted to say thank you for all the videos. How I convinced my mom to let me get a snake. Cool, Mom. Future bearded dragon, even my tarantula. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for helping out here, for donating your dollars. I'm going to snort Reptical. Oh my goodness, Dan, you are wild. But that's really cool because when I was a kid, I never figured out how to convince my parents to let me have a reptile. When I lived at home, I got my first reptile after I started to pay rent to live at home. So I never really convinced my parents. Michael Angelino, I indeed am the Mafia. Great job saying my name. Thanks, I appreciate it. I was actually just thinking, sometimes I forget that everybody has watched The Office 75 times through. I will send it back. Anyway, it's a joke I didn't mean it to be. Obviously, you didn't take it that way, but some people get all upset when I make fun of their last names, even though it's like a. Anyway, I just feel like you could put my body in a freezer if you chose to. Chantel's Critters. Hope to see everyone at the expo. Me too. I don't know why all this is so tiny. I'm waiting to see if we move to Australia from the US. Well, you're not going to bring your Leos if you do. Chantel LBW, the YouTube sub thing is really easy for the viewer side. Okay, well, I'm doing it then. I'm setting it up. Thanks, Sherry, for the $10. I really appreciate you. That is awesome. So, and by the way, as a YouTuber, especially one that had like this great rise and now I'm kind of steady, the donation, like the super chats, really do help. Like this, I love doing what I do. It's a lot of work to do this. This is easy. Like doing that, like I'm really talking to you. This is so much fun. I love doing this. But I mean, to run a channel is a lot of work. So when you send a couple bucks to help out, like it really does help. And I really do appreciate it for real. I'm not just saying it. I really do appreciate it. Also, I moved the false chameleons over here. There's one right here. The glass is kind of dirty. What if I do this? Can you see him? Can you see him? Does he look? Anyway. He's pretty handleable, but she is not. If you try to handle her, she will bite the crap out of you. And because they're snail eaters, they have crazy jaws. So anyway, I wonder how many tickets they're going to let me give away. Are they really going to get upset if I give away 2 pairs? Let's just give away one right now. We'll give another one away later. How about that? Any advice on getting over a fear of insects? No, because I'm still kind of afraid of insects. I don't touch them. For some reason, I'm okay with isopods. Anything with 4 legs, 2 legs, or 0 legs is okay with me. But as soon as they have 6 or 8 legs or more, not a fan. But isopods are okay for some reason. Maybe because when I was a kid, I used to play with the roly-polies. Anyway, here's how we're going to do it. So we're going to do one later, but right now, what we're going to do is we're going to give away tickets to the Toronto Reptile Expo on Sunday. Please do not enter if you can't go. I really, really want whoever wins to go to the expo. It warms my heart when you come up to me and say, hey, I won. And when that doesn't happen, it makes me upset because I kind of think maybe you didn't go. So here's how we're going to do it. Comment, hashtag Expo. Okay, right now, hashtag Expo. I'm just going to continue to talk to this camera for a sec, and then I'm going to pick a random name, and that's who's going to win. So comment hashtag Expo right now, and then I'll pick. So, and if it's a super chat, you get 5 entries. I don't know. Yeah, I wish I was more organized with this stuff. So, good luck, everyone. See, this is a person who's well adjusted also, because they didn't try to enter when they knew they couldn't go. Dan the Turtle Man, really? Okay. I love Dan. He's so wild. This person didn't try to enter because they knew they couldn't go, which is awesome. What's happening here? Okay. Where's Toronto? It's the capital of Ontario, but not the capital of Canada. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do for the next one. We'll do trivia. What is the capital of Canada? I'm really excited to go there again for the expo. All right. I'm going to pick. Liz the Red. Love your videos and love your humor. I hope you make more super cinematic ones too. Let's get you a Mr. Hey, Liz the Red, thanks for the $5. Appreciate you. You are freaking awesome. Hey, Marla Blaney. Just sending some support, $19.99. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This money really does go a long way, by the way. This is what I do for a living, okay? I make videos with reptiles. So I'm the luckiest person ever, but all the money that you send. Oh, so I made this point the other day. So I make this money from YouTube, and that's how I pay like the mortgage and eat and stuff like that, right? But if you ever wonder what YouTubers do with the money, like the excess money, like their disposable income, we just put it to reptiles and buy cooler stuff. Like the only thing I bought with money that's a toy, like a toy or a luxury, is the one wheel that you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. I ride this one wheel around. That's literally the only thing I've ever bought for myself. Everything else just goes right to reptiles. So anyway, I appreciate the money that you guys send. It's really cool. Okay. What point did you become a full-time YouTuber? I'll answer you in 1 second. But when is the expo? Wicken. Here's the thing. My last name is Wickens, not Wicken, and I get like for it to be Wickens, like it's the possessive of Wiccan. There'd have to be an apostrophe. So my last name is Wickens, not Wiccan. But anyway, the expo's on Sunday. All right, I'm gonna pick randomly Dorothy Sanders. Dorothy Sanders, email me, wickenswickedreptiles@gmail.com. Take a screenshot so that I know it's you, and I will send you expo tickets. Yeah. Adam, hi Adam and crew. Crew is just me, by the way. I was going to answer a question. Oh, at what point did it become a full-time YouTuber? So when I started this, very quick, I'll make this very quick so it's not boring if you've heard this before. I had a day job, and then I quit that day job, and then I was going to go to a new day job, and I had no aspirations of being a YouTube. Like I tried YouTube a bunch of times, and it never worked for me, right? So then I was working for this guy. So I'm a comedian, right? I'm a stand-up comic, if you don't know that. And this guy that I do a lot of shows for, he's like, hey, man, you should start a YouTube channel. So I started a YouTube channel because he said so. Like that day, January 14th, 2019, I started it that day. So then I did that for a while. And then in November 2020, I had 50,000 subscribers or 55 or whatever. And the amount of money that I was making on YouTube was almost as much as I was making at my day job. So I decided to take the leap of faith and I quit my day job so they can spend more time and effort into making the videos. So I started in 2019, and by the end of 2020, so like 18 months later, I was a full-time YouTuber. This is not normal. So if your parents tell you don't do this, like still do it, but don't count on you being that successful that early. I got lucky. I put in a lot of work, but also I'm not stupid. I know there was a little bit of luck involved too. So anyway, pixie frogs are better than dart frogs. Blocked. No, I'm just joking. Ronald Mitchell, thanks for the $5. Treat yourself to a comfy chair. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Pixie frogs are awesome, but they're just too big, in my opinion. You know how I always do like the nose blow and it's super nerdy? My breathing's been really bad lately. I don't know why. Anyway, I do have to nose blow. Okay. Bree Stevens. What is the cheapest and most active monitor? I don't like asking or answering what is the cheapest of anything. Hey, 300 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Hit the like button if you don't mind. I appreciate you. I don't know why. Hey, thanks for showing up. Also, do me another thing besides spend your Friday night watching me. I'm going to have to blow my nose. I don't really like answering what is the cheapest because if you're looking for the cheapest animal, then you're going to cheap out on everything else. And with a monitor, there's no monitor that are really cheap to set up. I mean, Ackies aren't the most expensive thing in the world, but you probably want a 5 foot by 2 foot enclosure minimum with a lot of area for substrate. Yeah, it's really hot basking spot. Oh no. How am I going to blow my nose with no Kleenex? Anyway. Yeah. I keep my crested in a paludarium. Oh, that's such a good idea. I should do that. I'm looking to upgrade my enclosures too. And now that I hired someone to help me, I'm going to have so much more time to do stuff like that. So Reptile Room Tour is coming soon. I said to her, I saw her today, and I said, hey, look, our first project is making this reptile room ready for, oh my God, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you very much. How about that? Hold on a second here. Just a trumpet. Okay. Oh, so I said the first project that we're going to do is we're going to get this reptile room ready for or this reptile room ready for a tour. So we're going to film a reptile room tour very soon. All right. First time I've seen a live stream. Well, hey, thanks for coming out. I appreciate you. Sherry LBW again, $5. I would love to keep frogs, but I like to handle my animals. Hey, fair enough. And at work we use chemicals that are hard to get out of your skin. Hey, well, good for you. So this is what I love about people is that you say, hey, look, I would love to get this, but I can't because of this. And those people are the best. The people who get them anyway, those people kind of drive me a little crazy. But Sherry, well-adjusted human, appreciate you. You're the best. So now you got to crunch a pickle. Oh, I got to drink some pickle juice because like for every $10, I take a swig or whatever, right? So last time we did this, I drank the entire jar of pickle juice, and then all the pickles I had to eat because they started to go dry. So also ate that hot mama pickle, thanks to Chantel's Critters, and then I poured the rest of the juice into the jar, and oh my goodness, did it ever get? It was so hot. Michael Mafia, again, $2. What is your dream snake species to own? Great question. Amazon Basin Emerald Tree Boa. I already have berms, spotted pythons. Like those are my big dream species. Maybe a Boland's python, but I truly think my dream species is an Amazon Basin Emerald Tree Boa. And the way that I would set it up is I'd have a big enclosure. We're talking like 7 foot by 7 foot high by 3 feet deep. And I'd have lots of perches. It'd be naturalistic, planted background, the whole thing. I'd like build it into a closet. And then I'd have tree frogs and I would have dart frogs. That's how I would do it. And that would be my dream setup. So if there's any enclosure companies out there that make a 7 foot by 7 foot by 3 foot, I will do a whole video. Don't even pay me. Just send me the freaking enclosure and all the stuff I need to set it up. That would be my freaking dream. So thanks for the $2. You're the best. Surf Panther, $5 with a trumpet. I get it. You funny, Surf Panther. You funny. Liz Dennis, did you ever update Diamond's enclosure with mercury vapor bulbs? No. I was going to after seeing that, but I wanted to make sure. So I personally like the mercury vapor bulbs. There's a lot of people out there who had one bad experience. By a lot of people, I mean there was one person who kind of flamed me for it. Oh, you're gonna kill your ant. Like, yeah, you had a bad experience. I think with mercury vapor bulbs, you need a solar meter, however you want to say it. So I prefer to use the linear bulbs and then a basking bulb. So that's what he has. Adam, can you talk about where your love for pickles came from? Make a dinosaur sound. I will. Okay, so my love for pickles, I don't even really know, to be honest. Like when I was a kid, I just always ate pickles a lot, and I've always loved them, and they're delicious. And they're no calories, like literally no calories. So when I was a competitive bodybuilder, I could literally just sit there and eat so many pickles. Like when I was a competitive bodybuilder, right at the end when we were doing prep, prep is like the hardest part. It's the last, it's like 13 weeks, but like the last 4 weeks is brutal. Like literally, you're eating boiled chicken and broccoli and mustard and oatmeal and eggs. That's basically all you can eat. And I would sit there and I would eat a jar of pickles or a thing of like broccoli or with no calorie ranch dressing, which is disgusting and probably bad for your liver. And I would watch eating competitions. Like I don't know why I did that, but anyway, I eat like jars of pickles, and then to the point where I'd get like a sore stomach. I don't know if I actually had an ulcer, but dinosaur sound. Okay. D. Eric, $10. Do you someone's gonna meme that, aren't they? So I recently purchased a young male and female children's python from Reptile Expo last month. The female is amazing, and the male tries to kill everything. Any advance on chilling this dude out? Yeah, get a pair of gloves and just handle it. Just handle the crap out of this animal. That's it. That's all you can do is just continue to handle it. It's kind of it sucks, but yeah, just eventually he'll get used to it. And if you don't mind getting bit, then you don't have to wear gloves, but I just prefer not to get bit, so I wear gloves when I handle something like that. Adam's backstory. Once upon a time, I was born. in May of 1991. And then a bunch of stuff happened, and now we're here. I don't really know what you mean. I'll tell you a backstory, but I don't know what you mean. 10 out of 10 dinosaur sound. Thank you so much, Kayla. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see you on Sunday. Darlene, I've tried black soldierfly larvae. He won't eat them. I don't know who he is, but some animals just don't like certain foods. Hey, same birth year as me. That's cool. So you're also old, turning 32 in a couple months. Ancient. Tokay, Bolin's pythons are incredible species. The best species I've ever worked with. I've only got to really interact with one. It was at Brian Barchuk's place, but they're so expensive. Like they're so wildly expensive. Fellow 90s kid. Yeah. It's funny because like people are like, "Oh, I'm a 90s kid. They were born in 99." It's like, "No, you weren't. You don't have a memory until 2003. Don't lie to me." People keep giving me their reptiles, man. It's hard to say no. I get that, dude. I get that. Rhino rat snakes full vid. Yes. So my rhino rat snake is still pretty small, which is the reason why I haven't done a video yet. But I need to redo their enclosure anyway, so maybe I'll do a video. But I love rhinos, and the reptile shop that I go to, they have a bunch that they're trying to get to eat, and as soon as they get eating, I'm gonna buy as many as they will sell me because I freaking love those snakes, and they look so funny when they bite stuff because they have like the long nose, so it's just like that. Oh, hey, Annalise, all Canadian reptile girl, $20 Canadian. Hi, Adam. Just popping in to say hi. I'm heading out with my dad to see Cocaine Bear. I'll tell you about it when we see you on Sunday. Have a great live stream. It's so funny. I want to go see that movie so bad because it's so silly. But anyway, Annalise, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you on Sunday. And if you want to meet Annalise, go to the Canadian Reptile Expo on Sunday. And she's at the Creators Corner from a certain time to a certain time. Just look at the schedule or the flyer. She's there. Anyway, you can meet her. And Hobbs. Probably not. She's not going to bring Hobbs. I don't. Just joking. Anyway, enjoy Cocaine Bear. Would you consider owning exotic fish? Maybe. I don't really have enough bandwidth to have more animals. So, okay. I am soon going to get a Western hognose snake. Any tips if you get bit? Yeah. So if you get bit, so let's suppose. Oh, I've got a credit card right here. If you get bit by a Western hognose snake and it bites you, take a credit card and put it in its mouth and get the teeth off of you. Don't take a picture. Don't take a video. You're not a badass. You're not cool. You're just going to get envenomated. You're going to have an itchy hand. So get it off of you immediately if you get bit. That's it. And then put it back. Leave him alone. Boop him on his nose. Say, bad snake. And then that's it. Yeah. The spammers are insane today. Have you ever talked about Mandarin rat snakes? Yes. So in 2019, I almost bought one. And I regret it to this day. There are very little opportunities where I see something and I'm like, should I buy it? And then if I don't buy it, I regret it. Like that almost never happens. But I'll tell you what, this Mandarin rat snake was a full-size rat snake. It was beautiful. You can watch it in a Reptile Expo video that I did in 2019. I was handling it. I regret not buying that snake. So I have talked about them. I love them. At the time, I didn't have a spot that was cool enough because I like it really cool. But I regret not buying that snake. If anybody in Canada has a full-size Mandarin rat snake that they would like to sell to me, I would love to buy it. Dude, I'm definitely getting one. What? I don't know what that is. What species of chameleons do you keep? None. There's false chameleons in here, but I don't keep any chameleons. But I think I talked about the chameleon species that I do want to get. I just haven't got yet. Hey, Adam. Should I get a Pilbara rock monitor? Yeah. Pilbara. I don't know. I'll try and say a word. Same, but with Parenti. Parenti monitors are sick. Good luck getting one, though, Matt. What's up, Matt? Appreciate all your edits. They've been really good lately. Sherry LBW. You are definitely not old. My youngest child is only 2 years younger than you. No, I know. I always joke. Just because. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for the $5. Hey, Casey Silva. Hey, I just wanted to say hi. I got to run. Actually, I am old and have to go to bed. Early rise for us gym rats. Casey, thanks for the $75. You are way too generous. I appreciate you. You're the best. And go Bruins, by the way. How cool is it that, like, Casey, who's like a wicked supporter, is also smart enough to be a Bruins fan? Isn't that cool? Leafs suck. Anyway, good night, and I'm also going to the gym tomorrow morning. So yeah, let's get them gains. GMBS Hothead, $5. I found someone who is importing and going to treat self and dragons for parasites before selling. What is your opinion on them? Something like this. I love self and dragons. I think they are some of the coolest animals in the entire world. However, they're big and they take a lot of space and they need a water area and they're arboreal. Just overall, they're not the best for most people. But if this is like your main focal pieces, if this is an animal you're going to give a 7 foot enclosure to with a pond, go for it, especially in that situation. So that's really cool. In the Bali Reptile Park video I did, there were sylphin dragons. Bro, so cool. So cool. Anyway, GMBS Hothead. I found someone who is importing and keeping, going to treat sylphin dragons for parasites before selling. What is your opinion? Oh, I just read this. Good reading. Dr. Terminator. Terminator. Got it. $5. Red Eye Tree Frog Care Guide. When? Also keep up. Soon. So I have to space them out because I want to do all these videos that I know aren't going to do well. I just have to space them out because if you do too many videos that aren't going to do well in a row, YouTube just kills your channel. When I do videos about frogs, people just don't care because they're silly. But coming soon. Thanks for the $5, Dr. Terminator. Jonathan T11 this is Jonathan T11 to me right now. $20. Where is Diamond for the pickle juice and a chair? I wonder if Diamond would be delivered to me or if that's too much of an ask. But maybe I'll go get Diamond in a sec. He's all the way downstairs. I'd have to go all the way downstairs. But for $20, maybe worth it. So Jonathan, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're awesome. I gotta blow my nose again. Jonathan Morrison, $5. Go Bruins. Hey, that's what's up. The Bruins, I cannot wait to watch them. I'm pretty busy generally, and when it gets nice outside, I don't spend a lot of time inside. But this year, I'm going to make a point to watch as many Bruins games as possible because it's going to be one hell of a playoff run. And I do believe this is like our best shot since 2011 to win another cup. So I can't believe 2011 was 12 years ago, bro. Because my dog Flutie's birthday is tomorrow. Flutie is going to be 12 years old, and I've got him in April, and then we watched the whole playoff run together. So. Little baby Flutie was in my lap when I watched Timmy Thomas hoist the cup. What's your local snake laws? That's like a whole discussion, but there's really not a lot here. We're pretty lucky, to be honest. Sports. Happy birthday, little man. Well, it's not my birthday, but that was okay. Thank you. I guess I should drink some of this. Oh, yeah. Thank you. We have a guest. He's okay. He's just warm. Thanks. Come here. Thanks. Want to give him a high five? Thanks. All right. So Diamond's here. This is great. Okay. Yeah, Diamond. Oh, it meant Flutie. That's okay. Yeah, happy birthday to Flutie. What's up, Pickle? Pickle is downstairs. Pickle is a leopard ball python. Come here, buddy. So the lights are on a little bit late because I'm doing this live stream, so he's pretty warm, so he might be moving and grooving for a while. But look how yellow his eyes are. What a beautiful animal. Yeah. Everyone always asks, what morph is he? This is a normal bearded dragon. As far as I know, there's no genetic, it's just normal. Ashes Amphibians, $6.99 Canadian. Love your content, man. Come to Alberta. Oh, yeah, Emerald Tree Skinks are better than Schneider Skinks. Block! No, I'm just joking. Would love to see all my reptiles video. Coming soon. And I don't know if I'm going to Alberta this year. I think because I go to Alberta every year to go visit my best friend. But I think we're going on a trip. Hopefully, we're going to Belize. So instead. But anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ashes Amphibians and Reptiles. Surf Panther. What is the most memorable part of the Madagascar trip? Getting robbed was pretty memorable. We talked about that last time. Besides that, I don't know. Like those trips are so fun. There's like these little nuancy things. Like I remember sitting at the dinner table with everybody. We all had dinner together at the same time. And I forget what I said, but Bill, I thought he was gonna have a heart attack. He was laughing so hard. There's just like little things like that that to me means so much because like a bunch of friends traveling together and get to do all these cool things, and then just watching Bill like nearly pass out, he laughed so hard, was one of the coolest things that I got to see. So just like little stuff like that. Like it's cool to see wild Dumel's boa or whatever, but yeah, I just personally think that yeah, I don't know, it's like little stuff like that. But anyway, thank you very much for the $5. Nathan Rose, $10. I'm experienced reptile keeper, but looking for a new lizard. What do you recommend? Well, see, this is always tough. What do you like? Do you like arboreal, aquatic, small, big? What do you like? I mean, if you're looking for something really unique, maybe get yourself like a small monitor species, Palbara rock monitors, or Ackies, or like there's a bunch of stuff like that. But or like a sailfin dragon if you have really big, area. But it's hard to like these. It's like what color should I paint my wall? It's like one of those questions. So thanks for the $10. I appreciate it. I try. I just really don't know how to give you an answer like that. So Michael from the Mafia. Is it okay to trick my bearded dragon out of his enclosure if he's sleeping? Yeah, I'm sure Diamond was probably sleeping. It's fine. They don't really care. They're going to get as much rest as they need. They'll crawl under a log if they need to sleep during the day. Don't worry about it. I mean, if it's once in a while, right? I do these like once a month, so I'll wake Diamond up past his bedtime once a month. It's not a big deal. It's no big deal. But anyway, Michael from the Mafia, thanks for the $5. This is Michael. Just unloading. Yeah. Oh, it's not Saran wrap. I got tattooed twice this week. Mother of Geckos, $2. Will you be getting it? Will you be attending Flora Fauna? I don't know what that is, but if you let me know, maybe I will attend it. Nice. Play-Doh lizards are awesome. Yes, I got rid of mine. Oh, hey, one sec. I gotta play the trumpet real quick. Take a look at Diamond while you wait. Man, I gotta vacuum this carpet. There's a lot of dog fur. All right. I love how Diamond's just right in the frame. Where are you? If there's any stretches to make your arms and shoulders more agile so you can get bearded dragons off of your back, I'd love to know them. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, breeding projects. So I'm going to be breeding a lot. I'm just going to run through it really quick. So now that I have help, I can actually spend a little bit more time. You got to have a bath. You got some clogged up pores. African fat-tailed geckos. I've got 2 females and a male. I have an Oreo and then a stripe and then like a normal. So I'm going to make like not crazy high-end stuff, like pretty cheap stuff. But African fat tails, I think there's a demand and there's not enough of them. I have a leopard gecko project, pretty big one too, but it's a lot of really cool morphs, like double recessives and stuff. So I'm gonna be making those hog noses, which I mean you can never get enough of, but it's mostly like basic stuff: condas, albinos, albino condas, albino super condas. I'll be making those. Ball pythons, same as last year, the same sort of genetics. I'm hoping to make some super fires. No, wait. Oh, that is so sad. My one fire ball python died. So Persephone died. So I'm definitely not making super fires. Man, what a thing to. Anyway, frogs. The dart frogs. I'm going to be breeding a bunch of dart frogs. Uh, oh, monkey tail skinks. I'm pretty sure my female monkey tail skink is preggo right now. So any day she should drop out a baby, I'm hoping. If you don't know monkey tail skinks, they don't lay eggs. They have one really big baby. It's like the equivalency of a human giving birth to a 6-year-old child. Like they're really, really big. Yeah. Uh, the false chameleons, they've been breeding like crazy. So hopefully I can get some eggs from the female. And keel belly lizards, which are on the other side here. So this other thing is keel belly lizards. And if I can get some eggs, I think she's gravid. So that would be really cool because those are really interesting and really rare. And frogs and dart frogs. Oh, I wrote it down twice. So 9 species, really, that I'm breeding. So we're hopefully going to have a lot of babies this year. That's the idea. Oh, and also I'm taking on, I don't want to talk about it yet, but I'm taking on a really cool project from a friend of mine that I'm not going to be breeding, but just like new animals that I never thought I'd have. I'm taking in very soon, but I'll put that on Patreon sooner than later. Yeah. Yeah, it does suck. I opened up a tub and she was just dead, which is really sad because that does happen with snakes. Like she was eating fine, and yeah, it's pretty sad, but it is what it is. I have an Asian water monitor. That's pretty cool. I love Asian water monitors. They're really cool. So I actually filmed this video at Lumpini Park in Bangkok, Thailand, and Dave and I are just like messing with wild monitors, and these monitors are so chill. You can just go up to them and touch them, and yeah, I think maybe I'll edit that video next because it's really not a difficult one to edit. So, excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, did we lose people here? Oh. Any advice on where to get a crested gecko enclosure? Well, if you want a PVC one, go to Cages, use code WWR. If you want a glass one, I'm not really sponsored by either company, but there's two main companies that you can buy them from. But you can buy them, like, there's going to be secondhand ones on Craigslist all the time. So, Tanya Dougastad. Okay, just so you know, your name isn't stupid. I'm stupid. I can't read stuff. When are you moving to the US? Ugh, okay. Sorry, I'm not annoyed at the question. I'm just annoyed at how long it's taking. So, in a nutshell, as a Canadian, you can't just move to the US. Like, you can't just move. So, people in Buffalo who don't move to a warmer climate, like, I don't know what's happening in your brain, but in Canada, you can't just move freely like you could in the US. I have to get a US work visa. I'm over 2 years into the process, and I still don't have it. So, I'm just going through lawyers, going through the government. So, the day that the work visa comes in, there will be a for sale sign on my lawn. It just takes a long, long time. So, I'm moving the second that I'm legally able to. That's it. And a lot of people, I get this question too. I'm moving to Texas. That's the idea. Well, why don't you just move anyway? Because if I move and then I get pulled over, let's suppose that I move, I buy a house, I have a family, I have a business, whatever, like 3 years in, and then I get pulled over and I'm there illegally. Guess what? They ship me back. I lose my house. I lose my animals. I lose everything. So just not worth it. Yeah. Anyway, South Texas somewhere, like San Antonio, probably. I'm in Buffalo right now. So much ice. Yeah, exactly. Like I live, an hour from Buffalo. Why? Why do people live in cold climates when they don't have to? I don't understand. So I got tattooed in Toronto on Tuesday and Wednesday. And on Wednesday, on my drive home, it usually takes me 58 minutes to get back. Okay, 58 minutes. It took me over 3 hours to get home because of a snowstorm. Here's what I think should happen. Okay, great news, guys. I'm running for US president, okay? And when I win the US presidency, there will be a new law. Anybody from a warm climate who complains about the heat in January, February, or March, or December immediately gets their butt teleported into the seat of a car that is in a 400 series highway in the middle of a snowstorm, and they have to drive 60 to 80 miles, depending on the redundancy and stupidness of the tweet or social media post of their complaint, okay? And then they have to drive that entire 60, which is going to take you 3 hours, and you're going to have white knuckles. So I'll allow you to get out of your car. You're going to slip on the ice first and bump your head. It's going to be really painful. I'll allow your knuckles to get back to the regular color, and then you can scoop the crap out of your pants because it's going to be in there because driving in those conditions is pretty scary. And then immediately upon that, I'm going to surgically put mittens onto your hands so that you can no longer type dumb tweets about how, oh, it's so hot in January. Oh, my life is so hard. I can have coffee on my porch every month of the year. Okay. I feel so freaking bad for you. Also, because I think that you're being so silly, you're going to have pink eye every single Christmas, okay? You're going to have pink eye on your birthday, your mother's birthday, your dog's birthday, Jesus' birthday, okay? 4 times a year. That's what's going to happen to you. That's the new law. I cannot handle these people who complain. Who hurt you, Adam? The climate hurt me, okay? What is it outside right now? -8 degrees. I can't believe it's 79 degrees. It's too hot. My air conditioner doesn't work when I live in Southern California. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, I feel. Oh. You know what this is? The world's tiniest violin. Anyway. All right. Sorry about that. That was kind of crazy. Okay. Celsius or Fahrenheit? -6 Celsius, -8 Celsius, but it feels like -20. So, do you understand that much pink eye entails? Don't care. You deserve it if you complain. Um, Sorry, I hate this climate so much. I was born on the wrong patch of dirt. Like you do realize, if I was born 25 minutes drive south, I could live in Texas and do whatever I want. Like the advantages you have by being born in the US. It's wild. I can't even express to you. If you're born in the US, you literally have won the lottery. Like literally have won the lottery. All right. Bro, I'm from Nevada, I live in Washington, I hate the cold. Then why did you move? Why? Do you think I can put a ball python on a 55? No. That's literally less than half the size. 120 gallons. Pepsi or cola? Well, Pepsi is cola. I think you mean Pepsi or Coke. Pepsi. Oh, now I'm getting canceled for sure. I think that might be like a worse take than the ball python thing. I like Pepsi more than Coke. Texas breeder over here. What's up, mother of geckos? Appreciate you. Yeah, I see you everywhere. You always support the channel. $2. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Oh, so you moved from Nevada to Washington because like you didn't have a choice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's what we should do. When I win U.S. presidency, here's what's going to happen. If you're a Canadian, and like, listen, okay, there'll be some qualifications. If you're a Canadian who has skill or a job and you're not a felon, okay, you can come into the US whenever you want and switch addresses with an American who is empty headed enough that wants to move to Canada, okay? Because nobody in the right mind wants to move to Canada. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So if you're an American, you want to move to Canada and you find someone to switch addresses with, there's no paperwork. You guys can just switch. That's it. But it's not refundable. So you can't come to Canada, realize how terrible it is, and then move back, okay? You can switch. When a US president, there'll be a switch clause. You can just do that rather than go through the whole visa process. Anyway, I'm getting crazy. Yeah, trying to move to the US to Australia at the moment is a little over 30,000 US. Yeah, I'm 5 figures deep as well in this process. It's really expensive. So, yeah, like yeah. If you're from the US and you want to move to Canada, why? Like for real, why? You like cold, paying more taxes than you could ever even imagine. Like, what is it about Canada that you like to pay 12% tax on in addition to your tax on gas? Like, what? I just don't understand. You like the fact that everything's 30% more cost than in the US. You like that houses cost $1 million for like a 6 bedroom house, 4 bedroom house. I just don't understand. Anyway, too hot. Well, get an air conditioner. All the anti-gunners would take you up and switch so fast. Hey, let's switch, buddy. Let's switch. Nothing safer than a house without a gun in it, right? Nathan Rose, $10. I'm in Florida. I'll trade you for a year. I will trade you for a no. I don't want to live in Florida because they can't. There's too many animals. Yeah, too many animal laws. That's what I mean. I wouldn't live in Florida because there's too many animal laws. Everything's illegal. But I mean, people who live in Florida and complain, like just you can literally sit on your deck right now. Okay, if I sit on my deck right now, my ding dong would freeze to my leg. I can't do that. Okay, like so jealous. Kim Crawford, $4.99. One of my beardies seems to be go in and out of brumation. Is that normal? Yes, it is kind of. Diamond did that for part of the year, so yeah, it's normal. But thank you very much for the $5. Bro, rumors used to be that Canada was straight better than America, like it was a thing spoke about my area for a while, like 10 years ago. I mean, maybe, but it's not. It's not. Adam, are you heading to the Toronto Expo on Sunday? Yes, I will be at the Toronto Expo on Sunday. We already gave away some tickets, so I'll be there. Adam, when you move to Texas, you can't bring your Tonga banded iguana. That is true. I'm going to be keeping a small collection here with a friend. So I will be keeping the iguana, just it won't be in my possession because I'll be in the States. You can't bring it. Yeah. I feel like I got too crazy there. Sorry. Too crazy. Drinking Monster Energy drink at 9 at night is smart, right? Anyway. Chantel's Critters. My ding dog would freeze to my leg. It would. Literally, So my driveway today, so we had a snowstorm and then we had an ice storm, right? So if you don't know what freezing rain is, okay, imagine hail but sticky, and it creates a sheet of ice on everything, okay, on everything, everything. So we had this ice storm on top of snow. So then there's this layer of snow on my driveway and a layer of ice over top, so thick that when I backed my truck into my driveway last night, my truck was on the ice. It didn't break through snow. You know how you go through snow and there's a tire tracks? No, no, no. It was on ice as if it was on a frozen lake. That is the level of like, get me out of this country. In Georgia, yeah, I'm not moving to Georgia. Not a chance. We're looking in between San Antonio and Austin. So like San Marcos, me too. Me too, buddy. Me too. That's exactly where I want to go. That is exactly where I want to go. Right in between. Um, because Austin has the comedy scene. San Antonio is like a big town, but not really like a small town, big town vibe. And there's no hurricanes, no tornadoes, no snow. I mean, houses are approximately $7.50. Like, what is there not to love? I got to learn how to speak Spanish so I fit in, but otherwise, that's it. We didn't get ice, just a foot of snow. Yeah. Well, I also live close to Niagara Falls, right? So that doesn't help. And the healing tattoos get itchy. Yeah, I want to come to Texas so bad. I wish that it was easier. I just don't understand. Like, I run a YouTube channel, so all my money, like all the money that I make, comes from the U.S. and then I spend all my taxes in Canada. The U.S. should be rolling out a red carpet for me. I just do not understand. Like, it just does not make any sense. It was in the 70s yesterday in Pittsburgh. Really? So here's the deal with Pittsburgh. I love that city. I can't wait to go back in July, but it gets too cold. That's the only reason I wouldn't consider Pittsburgh. And also, the Steelers suck. I want to go to Texas, but my family does not. Well, wait till you get older. Or maybe you mean like you have a family and you, I don't know, but sorry to hear that. Yeah. That's the thing too. Like, people who live in Minnesota, why? Why? Or Wisconsin? Why? And Wisconsin pickles suck also. What's the animal in the background? These are Cuban false chameleons. So, uh, where's the female? Anyway, they're actually really cool. I moved them over here so I could connect to the same misting system. Oh, she's on the top. She's literally on the top of the screen. California, you seem to talk a lot about it. Yeah, well, I have no interest in living in California. It's basically warmer Canada. So all the stuff I hate about Canada, but it's warm. So no. Yeah. Texas is the place. That is the place. Wisconsin. uh, Wisconsin has 11 of the top 20 drunkest cities in the U.S. Well, I mean, it's 0 degrees there all the time. What else is there to do? You know, wear cheese on your head? Like, come on. I would love to move to Texas. Yeah, me too. Warm Canada. That's basically what it is. Like, just the craziest laws that do not make sense. Crazy. Larry R, 1999. Great take on the spider morph. I love a bumble. I have a bumblebee named Zeusis that I took in after it was neglected for 11 months by a breeder, and I'm happy to be for 2 years. Its wobbles almost non-existent. He's thriving. So, Larry, thank you very much. I appreciate it for the 1999, and that's really cool that you have a spider like morph that has spider in it that doesn't have a wobble. In my experience, it's only my experience. It's only anecdotal. There's no data. Just my experience. There's all the spiders I've ever had have been no wobble at all, like zero, like not even a little bit. So. Yeah. Yeah. Officially referring to California as New Canada. That's basically what it is. The laws in California are just why in your tax rate. What do they say when the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders, moved to the Las Vegas? Derek Carr, what did he save? $7 million in taxes. $7 million, like crazy. Yeah, Texas doesn't have a state tax. Neither does Florida. So smart. Jonathan T11, $5. Thanks, Jonathan, for more money. You're freaking awesome, dude. It's 70 degrees in Florida, and I don't want your balcony. I'm done for the night, brother. Take care. Well, hey, thanks all for all the super chats. Thanks for the conversation. I appreciate you, dude, and have yourself a great night. Gary's TNA Exotics. What a sick name. $4.99. Okay, let's see if it works now. I had my card stolen and had to link up the new one while also watching this on my phone. Hey, well, thanks, Gary's TNA Exotics. I appreciate you. Tagus and Agamans, that's what that means, right? Thanks for the effort, and thanks for the $4.99. I really appreciate you. You're awesome. Wyoming doesn't have state tax, right? You know what else it doesn't have? Hills, trees, or nice weather. So, yeah. It does have horses, though. So that's pretty cool. Sorry I'm late. What's up, everyone? Hey, well, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Tagus and Ackies. Okay, there you go. So pretty close. Yeah. Yeah. We'll keep going for a while here. Hey, Fadi. Oh, is Daffy here? I don't see you, but anyway, thanks, Fadi, for showing up. Dude, you have never been to Western Wyoming then? You're right, I have not. It has mountains. Oh. Texas has horses, and Florida. Pennsylvania is nice but boring. Well, I don't know. I like Pennsylvania. It's cool. Dream animal is a true blue tegu. Is it? Yeah, that'd be cool. Blue tegus are pretty sick. Yeah, Wyoming just made a stupid law against burbs and reticks. So yeah, definitely not going there. Not like I was before, but definitely not now. I don't understand all these blanket laws, and I think it's really cool that there's in the States, they're trying to separate super dwarf reticks from reticulated pythons as a species so that the blanket species ban on reticks doesn't apply to them, which is really cool, and I hope that goes through. I'm traveling for 3 weeks. What do I do with my ball python at home? Put everything on a timer, make sure it has a huge water bowl, make sure it has really wet substrate. Get someone to check on it once a week. There you go. Iowa is good for corn and fishing. Iowa is also the second studio album from Slipknot from 1999, and no, 2001. It may be one of the best albums of all time. 2002. But yeah, Iowa seems cool. PA toll roads. Yeah, I know. How's Pikachu? Pikachu is doing great. Every snake thrives in Florida. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So it's funny, when I was a kid, like in high school, I don't know how many Slipknot shirts. I'd wear a Slipknot shirt every day to the point where people called me Slippy. So yeah. Also, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I have like this a bunch of portraits on my leg. So Corey Taylor's gonna be one of them too. So anyway, their new album sucks though. By the way, I listened to it once and it's god awful. Why did they do that? They did All Hope Is Gone in 2008 and it was not great. And then they're like, let's put out a bunch of really good ones. And then they put out this like steaming pile of trash this year or last year. So frustrating. Canada has rattlesnakes. Yes, we have 2 species of rattlesnakes. One of them is pretty close to here. The other one I looked for in Western Canada last year and I couldn't find it. Yeah. Bob the Builder is a bearded dragon friendly with cats. I don't know what that means at all. Are you coming to Tinley this year? Not in March. So, I don't know, maybe. No, that's in like 2 weeks. I better poop or get off the pot. I don't know. I don't think so. But I plan to go to the one in October. So I'm not doing any. So all my travel from now on is going to be from January to March because like I have a pool in the backyard. What the heck am I doing? Why am I leaving when it's warm? Why am I going places? It doesn't make sense. I want to escape the cold. Okay. What is the reptile in the cage behind you? It's a Cuban false chameleon. 2 of them, a pair. Okay. So I think we're going to wrap her up here. So I want to say thank you to everyone who, if you want to send a super chat at the very end, appreciate you. 10% goes to the Get a New Misting System Fund so that we can make the Reptile Room tour faster. So if you send a super chat, just know your money is going towards making a Reptile Room tour happen faster. Appreciate you. You're awesome. And can we do a collab? I don't know. Are you making really good content consistently? If so, yes. If you made 3 videos in the last month, no. Okay. Hope everyone has a good weekend. And also, whoever won the tickets, please email me. And that's it, I think. Right? Anything else? $199. Please tell everyone how great spotted pythons are. Spotted pythons are some of the best pythons in the entire world. They're absolutely amazing. I could have cut it before the sneeze. Anyway, thanks everyone for showing up. Appreciate you. Everyone, the Reptile Expo was on Sunday in Mississauga at the International Center across from the Toronto Airport. I'll be there. And if you show up, please come say hello to me. It does not bother me at all. It bothers me when you don't come up and say hello. So please, everyone, come say hello. Everyone, enjoy your weekend and have yourself a wonderful Friday.